Today I'm going to try the oh so popular trend right now, unrecognizable makeup. I usually do my makeup really like rounded and soft and natural. So I'm going for something just a little bolder today. I'm going to try like some sharp eyes, really chiseled, like dramatic makeup because that's not what I normally would do. So that's how we're going to go from this
to this.
So I'm going to start out today with the eyes. I don't normally start with the eyes, but I feel like since I'm wanting a little bit of a sharper eye, that it would just be easier to do. And I am going to be using these as kind of a graph, these eye patches, the steel skin, and that will give me a little bit of a guide. If you don't have any eye patches, you can always use like tape or something. You don't necessarily have to use eye patches, but I'm needing a little love under my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. And then I'm going to take this Wet n Wild. It's a double-ended contour stick. And I'm gonna use the bright side here, and I'm going to use that down as a base for my eyes. Will be the base for our eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna blend, and that way we have something. If you don't have something like that, you can always use a eye primer or even a concealer. You don't necessarily have to use something like that, but I'm going to do a little something to my brows real quick before we get started. I'm going to use the Lower East Side Full Brow Gel. I really love this gel. At first I thought it was too bold, but like I said, I usually do more of a softer look. So these just really darken up my brows and really stick them in place. And it lasts all day. So it's like absolutely perfect for this look. And I like how I have a lot of blonde hair in my eyebrows. And I love how it actually like grabs onto those and makes them darker. So my brows end up looking a lot more pronounced and bolder and there, because my eyebrows like kind of just fade into my face, but I really wanted them to stand out for this look, so that'll work perfect for this. Okay, now that we've got that done, we can start on the eyeshadow, and I am using the Sigma Ambience palette. I'm gonna start out with this color here. It's called Days. And it's just a really flesh toned color, and I'm just gonna swipe it over the whole lid just for a base for the rest of our eyeshadow to grab onto, because we kind of want to set that liquid contour that we have down, or brightening stick that we have down, because if you don't, then the darker colors are just going to grab on to one spot, and you're going to have a really hard time blending it out. So this just ensures everything's going to blend out later, and it'll look really good and seamless. These keep slipping down, so maybe these aren't the best ones to get, but we'll make them work. But even and set now. So now I'm going to move on to a little bit of a darker color. And I think I'm going to go, now I'm going to go in with this color here. It's called Daylily. And I'm trying to use natural light. I hope that helps. But my other light tends to be a little too much for the makeup look. So I wanted to use some natural light today. It's bright and beautiful outside, so I thought, why not? So I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm using the brush that actually came with this palette. It's a really good brush. It is the Sigma 838 on this side, the diffused crease brush, and then the E54 medium sweeper on this side. It came with this palette, and it's a really good brush. So I'm just using the fluffier side for now. And like I said, I'm going in with Daylily. And I'm just going to put that on the outside of my eye, and I'm going to put it up into my crease. And I'm going to move this up here in place where I want it so that it can give us a good graph. Because I want everything really lifted. Like I said, I usually round everything out, and I'm really wanting to drag it out and let it have that sharp edge. I love this palette because I love how beautiful these colors blend. There's no harshness to it. It's really, really beautiful and easy to blend. That's so pretty already. Closer for the eyes so you can really see what we're doing here. And I'm going to move this up where I want it and do the same thing to the other side and really pack in that color, and that's going to give us some dimension. And I'm really dragging it out, not super far, not to like my temple or anything, but right to the outside of my eyebrow. And I think that's going to be really pretty. And I love how it looks whenever you use an eye patch or some tape or something. It just gives you that sharp edge without having to go in and like clean it up later. Alright, now I'm going to try just a little bit of a darker shade than that. I'm going to go in with this one here, and it is Oasis. And I'm going to put that on the very outer corner, just to give it just a little more dimension, a little more boldness, because that's not normally what I do. Don't normally, I mean, I have done dramatic looks in the past, but on basis I really don't. So this is really different for me. I'm just putting it on the outer corner, and then what's left, I am dragging it into my crease. But really, when I first lay down that color, I'm putting it on the outside edge and then just dragging it through. And it's giving us that pretty boldness. So pretty. These colors just blend so beautifully. Okay. Now I'm going to go into some of the shimmers. Now I'm going to go into this marigold color right here. Look how that just has such a pretty color to it. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to put that on the inside corner up towards the middle of my lid. So inner corner to the middle of the lid. I'm not taking it all over the lid because I really want that to be matte on the outside. I want that sparkle to really bling and open up the inside of the eye. So pretty. I'm going to take this lighter color, Luster, and I'm going to put it just on the very inner corner. And I'm using the flat edge of that same double-ended brush. Using the same brush the whole time. If you don't want to mix colors, you can just flip it. But it's all going to come together in the end anyway. And these colors just kind of melt into each other. So it looks really good. Is the light, look how pretty that is. Just so pretty. And I love how these really open up the inside of the eye. And I'm bringing it in pretty far on the inside because it's not normally what I do. I usually just do like a bronzer or my blush, and then I'm just done. So I usually don't even really do an eye look per se. So, alright, now I am going to do some eyeliner. We can do eyeliner? Yeah, we need to do a wing. I think we need to do a wing. I'm going to take this Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I'm going to go into this Enrich dark brown here, and I'm kind of put a guide down for my eyeliner that I'm about to do. That way I can kind of just shape out where I want my eyeliner to go. Eyeshadow is just a little more forgiving, and it'll smoke it out some too. Because I'm thinking that'll make it a little more sultry than just having one sharp wing. We're going to kind of put some smoke into it too. I think that'll be really pretty. Oh, look how much that lifted the eye, just the eyeshadow alone. So, very pretty, smoky eye look. Alright, let's do the other side. Just creating that graph for where we want our eyeliner to lay. And then once we get our eyeliner down, we will smoke it out even more and kind of set it into place. I think that one's just a little more drug out. Again, bringing it to right outside the eyebrow. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this Iconic London liquid eyeliner. It is a little bit of a more watery formula, but I feel like since we're smoking it out, it doesn't really matter. We're not trying to be super precise. We're going to be smoking out the eyeliner, but I am going to get as close to my lash line as possible. And then again, using that eyeshadow we put in place as a graph on what direction I want it to go, and bringing it out and then dragging it back. I'm going to bring it into the inner corner too. I don't normally do that, so let's do that. Oh my goodness, that made it so much more dramatic. Oh wow. Who knew? Wow. Okay, now let's do the other side. We gotta make them match, guys. This is the most stressful part, is making our eyeliner at least look like they're related to each other. I have the hardest time. I stopped doing, I used to do a wing all the time. And then I stopped. And it's like I'm so out of practice now. Is anybody else like that? We went to like the clean girl, like makeup, away from the bold makeup, and it just kind of fell out of practice. Now I'm doing that inner corner on the other side, and I'm making sure they match. Alright, I think that's pretty precise. Now we're going to take that same dark eyeshadow that we were using before, and we're just going to kind of tap onto it and drag a little drags. We don't want to smudge it out too much, but we want to make it smoky enough to where I'm going to leave the inside pretty sharp. We're just kind of taking the edges and smoking it out just a little bit, and that also keeps it from moving anywhere. Kind of sets it in place. So, okay, I think we got it done. All right, we're gonna do something to the bottom too. Oh, I think I want to tight line. I'm gonna use this Scandalize. This is it Rimmel? It's Rimmel Scandalize 24/7, and I'm gonna tight line real quick. I'm gonna do the top and the bottom and the outer corner. Oh wow, that made a big difference. Wow, look how big of a difference that made. Wow, okay, that really made my eyes pop. Okay, we're gonna take these off. And now we're gonna do the skin. And then after we do the skin, we'll kind of put a little smokiness under the eyes. Wow. Look how much that made my eyes pop. Maybe I need to start doing more dramatic makeup. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna move on to the skin now. Use this Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand, and I'm actually gonna put a little bit on my face where I want a little bit of glowiness. So just really where I want it to be opened up, and that'll just provide a little bit of a glow underneath our foundation. Then I'm going for foundation. I'm going to use the Rare Beauty foundation in the color 180W, and put a little bit on here. I like this because you don't have to use just a heck of a lot. Alright, and then we're just going to blend, blend, blend. It makes your skin just feel healthy and hydrated. It's by far like my favorite foundation right now. If I want something super glowy, I use the Charlotte Tilbury one, the Radiance one. But this one's good, y'all. I like it. This is pretty pale for me, actually. I just self-tanned, but it's alright. We're going to bronze it up in a minute. So we'll tie it all in. Anyway, now I am going to do some bronzer because we need it. I'm going to do the LYS No Limits bronzer. And no Harmony? Oh, Harmony. We want Harmony. Okay, so I'm going to just put a little bit of that where I want to be bronzy, which is like just pretty much everywhere. Right, and then we're just gonna blend that out. A little bit of this goes a long way, actually, so I didn't have to put a lot, and I'm just gonna drag it out. Remember, we're lifting and making it really sharp, so I'm not going down. I'm rounding it out like I usually do. We're lifting and making it sharp. Not really concentrated on making that super chiseled or anything. Now I'm going to put a little more through here because, like I said, I do want some dimension there. I want to look lifted and sharp. We're going to pat it in and then do little drags here. Yeah. See how much of a difference that made, just adding a little bit more. Don't be afraid to go in with product because it can make all the difference. Okay, now I need a concealer. Jeffree Star Concealer in C10 is just such a good full coverage concealer that I don't have to worry about budging, and I know it's gonna brighten, and really gonna clean this up through here, make sure that is nice and sharp. Again, we are lifting. Most of the time I do just little dots, but this time I'm really trying to make things sharp and lifted. So this is out of my element, but that's what this is about. So let's give it a go. I'm really going to concentrate my blending on places where I want it. Now we are going to do some blush. Ooh! We're going to bring some color back to our face. This is the Milk Lip and Cheek in the color Work, and as you can see, it's like almost gone. So, but we are going to add it really high up and really just go back and forth. Like I said, I usually go like this, but really just gonna go right here and bring some color back to the face. That looks good. What's left over, I'm just gonna kind of go on my forehead, tip of my nose, and my chin, just to put some color there. That with the Basic Beauty Translucent Setting Powder, and it has a pink undertone to it, so I really like that. It'll give us some brightness. I'm just going to use a powder puff and set where I need that brightness and where I don't want it to move. My forehead, my nose, my smile lines. Just make the chiselness more, chiselness, is that a word? To make it more pronounced, I'm going to use the Kosas Feathery Cloud Set, the Cloud Set in the color Feathery. And I'm just going to clean that up and make sure that edge is nice and clean. Make sure. And it just, okay, I still feel like I need a little more color. So I'm gonna go in with this powder bronzer from Ciate London. It's the Bamboo Bronzer in the color Some Island. And so I'm just going, where we put that bronzer before, I'm just going in with the powder, make it a little more pronounced. And I think that is helping a lot. I feel like we needed more color in our face. Oh yeah. So, and we're going to drag it up into our hairline. If you have blonde hair, I don't suggest that, but I have brown hair, so I am going to take full advantage and drag that up. Okay, I feel like that helped a lot. Maybe bring a little bit through here. This eye look really made my eyes pop. Like, I'm really kind of in love with it, honestly. We're going to chisel out the jawline with this. For that, I'm going to use the One Size Cheek Clapper Trio, but I'm just going to use the powder and the topper with this. So I'm going to use the powder here because I want some color. I feel like there's not enough color in my face. Oh, that helped a lot. I like how pigmented these are, but they go on really soft too. So, oh, that helped so much. Look how much just from this side to this side. Like, look at it. Just brought some life back to the face. That helps so much. Okay, now I'm just going to use the little topper, the little shimmery topper, and I'm just going to concentrate that right on top of my cheekbones just to bring those up and lift them a little bit more. Okay, before we move on to anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and set before we start creasing. I'm gonna use the Laura Geller Spackle Mist. It's like a really good setting spray. It says it has like a blue light filter in it. I don't know how they manage that, and I don't know if that part of it actually works, but it's a really good setting spray. So really keeps everything in place. It dries down really fast. Look at that. Okay, now it's time to finish the eyes. I'm gonna go back in with my palette. I'm gonna use the Sigma and Kristen Dominique eye and nose contour brush, but I'm gonna go in with the Daylily color, and I'm gonna put it right underneath the eye and just drag it out. Do we want to do Daylily or Oasis? Let's do Oasis. Oasis is a little darker, so let's do that one. And we're just going to make it all cohesive and come together. Oh wow, that's so pretty. Don't want a whole lot. I don't want it to drag my eye down, but I do want to marry the lower lid with the upper lid and just kind of bring that shadow together. And then absolutely perfect. That looks so good. Okay, now I think we need to get some mascara. Yeah, we need mascara. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Micro Brow Pencil and really just define my brows a little more, especially here in the front, because I feel like my brows don't come in enough. And that may be from the over plucking in the early 2000s, because the less brows you had then, you were in style. So we just plucked them to death, and now I regret it because it doesn't grow in some places, but we are just gonna fill any sparse areas and kind of just create some hairs in the front here. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but definitely makes me feel better about it. So we're gonna go with it. Okay, now we're going to curl our lashes and do some mascara. All right, and I'm gonna use the Eye Defy from Half Caked. This is a really good mascara, and I've not heard much from them. I need to order some more stuff and try it out. That's what I kind of want to do. I thought maybe I could start a segment where like we take brands that we really haven't heard much from and really like do like a full face. Like, are they good? Because I feel like there's some smaller brands out there that don't get the love that they need. I don't want to be missing out on anything. So, okay, now let's move on to the lips. Okay, let's finish this look up. I've got the Context and I have sharpened it till it's like almost nothing. The Context lip liner. One side is Star Bright and one side is Desert Plains. Star Bright is more of a neutral. So I'm going to put that all over. And then I'm going to take Desert Plains, and anywhere I want dimension, I'm going to put that. So basically right there on the bottom of the lip and right here on the sides. And that makes it look a little fuller. And then we're going to create kind of an ombre. I'm going to use the Give brand by Gwen Stefani and the color Tragic Me. And I'm going to put that on. It's kind of a brownie nude. I usually go for pinks. That's such a pretty color. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Vive color, Vive, from Vive, from Genevieve's line. And it's more of a very pale nude. And I'm going to put it right in the center just to give us that pouty look. See that? That's perfect. Oh my gosh. So I think that pretty much finishes our look. What do you think? How did I do? Unrecognizable makeup from the beginning to the end, how I normally look. What do you think? Oh my gosh. Okay, I still rounded it out probably a little more than I wanted to through here. I probably could have came out a little sharper, but this is definitely different than what I normally do, and I really kind of like it. I kind of like the eyes. Really makes them pop. So, I don't know. What do you think? How did I do on the Unrecognizable Makeup Challenge? I like it, and I like doing these kind of things because you kind of discover new things that look good on you, and I really like the bolder eye. I feel like it really makes my eyes stand out. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me today and doing this makeup look. If you like this kind of video, then don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And while you're there, go ahead and give me some love down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.